All right, you ready? You ready to rock and roll? Let's rock out. Hi, I'm Tuck Fard. Welcome to the Tuck Fard podcast. Mike, I don't know if you saw that other video, but while we're doing this plug-in, I have a new discount code for the Fatty sunglasses. I spoke with them. I got a couple more pairs, and the Papa's Piss Bucket will still work for the old, content, whoever sees that shit. But new one's tucked in. Hillbilly Nation, Papa's Piss is the discount code. Check out Teeth Dominant Hybrids. We're not going to plug the Tuck Fard merch store this week because we're going to get a new one, brother. Y'all hang in there. This shit is getting ready to get unreal. There's going to be so much cool shit available. Our merch store is getting ready to get revamped. So, you can go. And you never know. Maybe them shirts will be worth a lot of money. Collectibles one day because we only sold like 3 of them bastards. Right. But by God, we tried. We're moving up in the world. Today, we got
double-digit orders.
The stickers are still cool. We got a guest. It's Mr. Kevin Thomas.
What's up, guys? Yeah, buddy.
Okay, Mr. Thomas, I see there's a guitar right here. Yeah. I would say that's probably refers to your profession, your trade.
Yep, singer-songwriter. I've been doing it a couple years now, full-time. Based here out of Kentucky. And
which area of Kentucky?
Somerset, Lake Cumberland. Monticello's where I'm from, but the Lake Cumberland area. Most people know where Somerset's at.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that. So, yeah, wouldn't trade it for the world, man. It's one of those things. If you find something you love and you work at it and you can make money at it, you'll never work a day in your life, kind of thing. So,
and you know what? I bet in the beginning of that musical career shit, you don't make a whole lot of money at first.
No, it's a
dog you got to do it because you want to.
Yeah, it's a dog eat world. We're all about everybody that does it's pretty talented. But that's where I kind of set myself apart with hard work. Work hard, man. Hard work is what gets you in this industry because there's so many people and we're so oversaturated with great talent. That talent alone ain't gonna get you to the top.
Would you like some cannabis today, sir? Or are you gonna pass on it?
For right now, I'll pass.
Okay.
Definitely, I'll get some later.
Yeah, a lot of it's a team effort on a lot of fronts because if you don't have help,
network, man.
Solo by yourself is hard to do, man.
Business owners don't go out and do it by themselves. They employ other businesses that are like-minded in the way that maybe even if it's just a product that they purchase off them, they work with them to get wholesale pricing to help with their pricing and keep them at a budget to where people can afford that business. Same thing with music. Venue owners, we work with venue owners every day.
Absolutely.
Not only that, we work with artists. We work with people that's in the similar realm, which would be entertainment. Mr. Tuck Fard here doing this podcast, like things like that. That's what matters. Like, I play music 3 or 4 days a week, and the days that I don't play music, or even the days I do play music, but if I'm sitting at home, I'm not just sitting at home. Like I'm booking more shows. I'm writing. I'm messaging other artists, working with record labels, publishing companies, and just networking, finding events. If I've got a weekend off or I got a day off, I find events that's music related or something along the entertainment side, and I go and do it. And while I'm there, I just be a person and let them know who I am, but don't be over pushy. And if they like you, they'll work with you most of the time. Unless they got a big ego, which is very rampant in the entertainment industry.
I'll tell you one thing though, this presidency has really taught me some profound lessons about having the right team. Because you think Joe Biden does anything? No, he does nothing. But there's a team around him. And I feel like Mike, these developments that are happening in our whatever career, it's like you got the guy that walks around and shits his pants, me, and then you have the handlers. And we can keep this motherfucker on the rails, Yeah. So it's the power of a good team is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But there's I'm working on I gotta do stand up. Got to at some point.
Pop that cherry.
I'll regret not doing it. So I catch myself testing jokes a lot. That delivery could use some work. I'm also high as a bitch right now. But no, it is true though. There is a definite truth and a bizarre one between Joe Biden and then some, the right team.
Absolutely.
I tell people
the right
all the
team
time.
will take you far.
Yeah.
Peers, the right peers.
I tell people all the time, especially in the music community, like
Kamala Harris is vice president, bro. And she sucked her way there. Just outright through nothing but just sucking dicks, became vice president of the United States. I don't want to be vice president that goddamn bad.
She was one of Montel Williams' girls. That's so funny. That's such a funny thing. Like, at a point, I think there was a thing where he was dating two of them at the same time or something.
Oh, yeah.
Kamala Harris. So, hey, you want to see something really fucking cool?
Flamethrower?
No. This is...
You done with this, or you going to double fist?
Let's go ahead and put that out for a minute.
All right.
Now, I love talking about business all the time and what have you, but I've got them Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So, show them the tattoo. You want to hold that bitch out? One of the first times I met this man, I think the first time, I was like, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh tattoo. So anyway, this is from when I was in like 8th grade, and I was trying to collect the entire Magic Ruler set. And I got most of them. I got several of the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon and shit. Fucking we done good. But this is the cream of the crop, brother. This is the cream of the crop. I'm gonna look at this fucking shit. Dark Magicians and shit, but they're like different, from different sets or whatever. Gate Guard, that was in my first pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I ever got. Can you believe it? Gate Guardian was in the very first pack I ever bought. And what's that? A first edition Serpent Knight Dragon? I'll bet that's worth over $100. Have a look. See if it don't take you back.
Oh, I guarantee it. You got a Blue Eyes?
Uh-huh. I got Blue Eyes Toon Dragon in there.
Dark Magician, bunch of
I never did get any Exodium. Never did get that. That was just a dream I chased. Never could get it.
It's hard to get.
Yeah. Right after I turned 18, my daddy kicked me out of the house, and I had to scrape a bunch of money together real quick to get rent somewhere, and I sold all my Pokemon cards. I sold like all my holographics for like $30-some. They'd probably be worth a fucking killing now.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, too bad I had to go get homeless.
I had
homeless are bad
Pokemon
now.
and Magic.
I say a lot of these are worth some money, bud.
That's so fucking cool. Dude.
Only if you'd done that with Pokemon and got you some of them Charizards, you know.
I had them, dude, and it was like in a lull in the Pokemon value world. It was like 2008, so it had phased out. It has since phased back in, and now all that shit's worth a ton of money, but nobody gave a fuck about it, because it was like the next thing. It was like Pokemon kind of faded out, Yu-Gi-Oh came up, Magic, and it was just a drive point, and I had nowhere to goddamn go. So, man, living in a car sucks wieners. I did that for a couple of weeks. Went out one time.
I don't know if I could do it. That'd be rough.
Dude, luckily it was a 1988 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale, and them seats were more comfortable than this goddamn motherfucker. Dude, they had a mile.
You don't do much living in there. You just sleep in it.
Yeah.
You sleep in it, hang out somewhere else.
You hang out on the hood, sitting there smoking a cigarette outside of it.
Yeah, you just go wherever motherfuckers will let you go that day. So-and-so's home. But, yeah. Dude, and there was one time, my daddy used to kick me out of the house for next to nothing when I was growing up. Like 14, 15, 16 years old. Well, probably 15, 16, 17. Like one time, he kicked me out, and luckily my grandma took me in this time, but she lived in Louisville, so I had to drive over an hour to school every day. I was 16, I had my license. Fucking, there was one time he kicked me out of the house, and he said, you got 1 hour with your cell phone. Which it was the kid's cell phone, if you will. He had a cheap one he had bought in China. He got it for like $5, for real. And it was a Siemens brand, and it was like the Nokia style of phone when other stuff's getting a little more advanced. But he said, you got an hour with that phone to find a ride. After an hour, I'm cutting it off, and then it's your problem. And he sent me fucking walking down the road. I did not have my driver's license yet. The first motherfucker I called picked up and picked me up within 10 fucking minutes. That's Josh Russell. Fucking hashtag Josh Russell. I want to have him on the podcast sometime. He's a good old boy. He showed me pictures from his Facebook in 2007 of that Ram Charger down there sitting behind his Jeep. And that's a fucking trip. I always wanted to fix that Ram Charger up and then drive it to school. My dad had like no interest, but then doing it with me, that is, he'd work on it when I wasn't there, and I didn't know shit about cars. He's a dick. But anyway, so I wanted it real bad. He ended up selling it to my uncle, who happens to have property down here from Woodford County to here. He drove it to Louisville, drove it up here, and then blew out a brake line on a hillside. And then I moved down here, and one of my buddies had a rollback, and we winched it like 200 foot up this hill and got it to a shop that I was running a tire business out of. And I got to daily drive that son of a bitch all them years later. Oh, yeah. Like 15 years later, then I got drunk and wrecked it. Sold it to my buddy. Yeah, sold it to my buddy. This one tree fucked me 3 times. Fucking one day, I was drunk, and I didn't realize it was only a 2-wheel drive because it was just going everywhere. Like, I wasn't having no problems until I tried to go up this hill. And then it slid back and hit this fucking tree, and then the Ram Charger slid like that, and it was sitting like that on a hill between 2 trees. I finally, one day, I cut this tree out, and then we drug it the rest of the way down the hill with a truck. But it was so beat up in the ass end, I just fucking sold it. But then that tree ended up falling over the trail. No, this was the craziest fucking part. I hit that fucking tree. I come back up here, and I'm starting to just drink beer, just lick my wounds. I'm like, fuck, I can't believe I tore up the ass end of that truck. And all of a sudden here, and the top of that tree had broke off and went through the back side glass. That big panel, like 30 minutes to an hour later. So it got me twice, and then it fell across the fucking trail later on down the road and blocked off like half my fucking property for a while. So what I did is I cut that log out of there and I drug it up here and I cut it in pieces and I burned it in the goddamn wood stove because I didn't want that tree to exist no more. I taught that motherfucker.
Taught that thing a lesson.
Taught that cocksucker a lesson. Let's talk about this music. You got this one song, Missing
Michigan.
Yeah. Okay. What inspired you?
So I got a buddy, I'm not going to name his name because he might not want to be mentioned, but...
Yeah, edit out Josh Russell.
I got a buddy that was a full-time musician before I was, and he's been doing it for years and years and years, and at one point in time he got real bad, like addicted to like drugs and stuff, and cocaine is one of those drugs that run very rampant in the music community.
The champagne of uppers.
Yeah. And so he was doing that a lot and stuff, and he was on the road all the time, and it was taking a toll on his family and his wife and kids and stuff. And anyways, his wife told him, hey, you know, like you gotta do something because we can't do this no more. And he chose, like, the song goes where the guy I'm singing about chose the
got that marijuana.
Chose the drugs and the road life over his family. When I record a song, I'm like, dude, I hate this shit. And then everybody's like, no, it's great.
Dude, you want to make a music video today? You want to throw together a bullshit music video to something? Just for the fun of it?
We could.
Because if it's your song, you have legal rights to it. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be able to like tell us we can't do that.
No, we could do whatever fucking we want. We can make a music video. I don't care. I've got we can make a Missing Michigan music video. You got some salt?
Epsom salts look dead ass like dope, dude. I bought a bag of Epsom salts one time. Which I traded for it. I traded like a half-ass empty Delta 8-pin for a bag of goddamn Epsom salts.
We ain't gotta have the real shit. We just need fucking, we just need prop shit.
I was not tickled, dude. I gave that boy a cussing, but I never did get nothing back out of it. He's like, I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize. You fucking motherfucker. Whatever, but I was trying to buy meth anyhow.
If Upchurch and Luke Combs can make a video in their garage with a rebel flag hanging behind them, we can fucking do one.
You know, Luke Combs apologized bigger than fuck for that.
I lost a lot of respect from him from that.
Nobody was even mad about it.
No, his record label was. His record label was afraid that he would get criticized for it, and then in return it would affect his.
But dude,
sales.
those were different times, man. They were different times. I catch myself still being like, okay, so I might have said some shit 20 years ago. Do I need to apologize for that? Because, you know, but there was a time, especially for comedy wasn't worth doing. So you could not have a career without being cancelable.
Because you'd get fucking,
you'd get at the drop of a hat, yeah. And now I'm just at this point where I just don't give a goddamn fuck. There's shit I don't say out of respect for people, but I feel like I want to say the word retarded. People get so hell mad at me. Some people do. But that's where you take it from. That's not where I'm sending it from. You know what I mean? Anybody can get offended by anything.
Oh, and they do.
Are we back to recording? I assume. Well, I wasn't listening. Where's the cigarette? I want a cigarette.
I don't know. I'm zoned out, bro.
See, this is when the best content gets made. Like,
you're fine. You're sitting there talking. I'm just like, huh?
We went over the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit. The best part is the realization in the video where people are just enjoying watching. No problem. You're just like, yeah. Are we back to recording?
Dude, organic for the.
They're not gonna know that we.
For the. Organic shit's the best. Like just things that just happen.
You're gonna be like, what?
Yeah, this is where me and marijuana get along good.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Shoot.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I want to let's make a list of like dream guests to have on the podcast. Like if we could have anybody on this motherfucker, Mike. Who would be a cool one? I think Terry Crews would be fun as fuck.
That'd be cool.
Okay, well, hashtag Terry Crews.
Hashtag Terry Crews.
I want the Old Spice dude on my fucking, we'll make him sit there and just jiggle his fucking enormous pecs.
Do
this. Yeah, we'll just sit there.
We got Kevin Thomas. We don't need him.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm sorry, but look.
If they was hairless.
You would rather be sitting next to Terry Crews than me right now. But we need to get on like that level of podcasting.
I don't know. I might not get along with Terry Crews. I don't know him personally.
He seems like
I get along with everybody.
I don't. But a lot of people are assholes. Like I'm at a point in my life where like I will kind of pay attention. I'm not necessarily judging as much, but I'm observing the character of people throughout the first few times of meeting them. And I can kind of tell if I'm going to get along with them pretty quick, just by how they conduct themselves in daily life, And there's some motherfuckers I'm going to butt heads with. Mm-hmm. Because they're assholes. And
yeah, I mean,
but that's okay. You don't have to get along.
I can always be civil. Yeah, unless you kill my dog or something, and then that's hard to be civil about that. But
well, naturally,
there's a song about that.
But yeah, I can always be civil for the most part.
I can be as well.
I just won't talk to you.
Well, not everything you lose is a loss, Hoss.
Exactly.
Ah! You want clipping?
No, I'm good. Here, give me here.
We got to make organic. It's organic comedy, bro. This is the long form. This is the long form, dude. I've really enjoyed like learning how to do the long form of comedy. I fucking love being a silly goose. It gives me about a boner in my heart.
Hard on?
A hard on, yeah.
A heart on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them soul boners.
I enjoy just getting to shoot the bull and stuff and hanging out. I mean, like at that benefit, we had that was a great benefit. We had a great time, We
need to do a beer pong event without Wesley.
We've got another venue already lined up. We'll talk more about that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We might need some musician assistance.
Yeah, we could probably get something going.
We can get it popping. Because, we have the video evidence of us coming up with that idea. You know what I mean? It wasn't just him coming.
The goal here is this place we would do like one or two musical sets and then one or two, maybe three comedians, like kind of set it up like that throughout the night.
What if we did something like this?
It's not a venue. It's not an event venue. It's like a bar, grill, bowling alley type. But I think
there is not, like, for instance, at the the TS, bro. There is no reason why games can't be being played while somebody's playing on the stage for the B-pong. You know what I mean? Between your rounds, you know, fucking go watch some music literally right there. Shit like that. People love B-pong, you know what I mean?
I like beer pong, man.
You know what artist I really enjoy, and I hate how much I enjoy his music?
Justin Bieber.
Eric Church.
Same.
Like, damn, like,
I'm not big.
he doesn't even sing that good, but damn, the song Talladega hits me right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, man,
Can you play Talladega?
I don't even know.
Oh, you got any Eric Church songs in the arsenal?
Fuck. Oh, I'm trying to think.
Would you be interested in learning and like trying to do it, and then tag me on TikTok, and then I'll repost it? Because I want to see your cover of Talladega. I bet it'd be a little more, you know, bassy.
Probably. Yeah, no.
One summer before the real world started, and deal was we would get to go out. You know the words?
No, I don't.
Cleaned it up. Well, what sort of shit box is going?
Postal vehicle.
Oh yeah, the mail lady.
I don't listen to Eric Church. I mean, I know Eric Church and I know his stuff, but I don't listen to, like, I don't get on the car and say, you know what, it's Eric Church kind of day. You know what I mean?
I do. It's the fucking bad part. Mr. Misunderstood. I understand. You know what I mean? And when a kid with high top shoes sitting in the back of the class, I was just like you. That real nasal voice. I was left out, never fitted off that path. You're walking. Mr. Misunderstood. You want some joint? I'll just hold it right here.
You finish it. I'm already
Wafting.
I'm already stoned.
You don't want none?
I'm already stoned enough.
Yeah, luckily there's ashtrays all over the fucking class. Dude, this is seriously like more amenities than coach on an airplane.
Well, it's out of tune. Look at me coming prepared.
Oh yeah. Got an app for that.
There's an app for that, yeah.
There's an app for everything.
I do it by ear a long time ago, but now whenever I tune mine, I ain't got time to sit there.
I'm like too retarded to play a guitar. I'm like guitarded. I can't do it. I'm a cowbell kind of guy. I'm a cowbell kind of motherfucker.
More cowbell, please.
Dude, can we get a cowbell? Sure. Let me get a pot. Like this, and I'll just be over here like, boom, 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 boom.
I see him showing up to an event and I brought my own instrument, guys. Big old spoon.
Doom, 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 doom. I'll play the gun.
I play the omelet can. You only have so many rounds, so you gotta be able to play a whole song.
Buddy, I can play the song.
That ain't even bass line.
We got the rounds though.
Oh yeah, dude. We do.
I could play Freebird with that goddamn pistol right now.
Oh, I guarantee you could. Guarantee you.
Oh man. You know what? Really, this is gonna. As a musician, I want you. Please tell them what this means. All right. You know how I didn't know this for a long time, but musicians hate hearing Freebird.
Yep.
They fucking hate it. I did when we were in Nashville.
I charge $200 if anybody wants me to do any Freebird.
I fucking when I yelled Freebird because I knew and I thought it would just fuck with this guy, and he went.
Oh, he's pissed.
He was fucking madder than fuck. Somebody yelled Freebird at the Oliver Anthony concert. You know what he done?
Played it.
He goddamn played Freebird. And he's called it a Wish version of Freebird, but god dang, it was pretty good.
You know why? Because Oliver Anthony's only been playing music, live shows for 6 months as he went viral. The dude never stepped on a stage and played in front of anybody until he went viral on TikTok. And that seems to be a trend nowadays is that people blow up on these internet and TikTok and stuff, and they've never been roadworthy or road worn is what I call it. I mean, they've not went out there and put their heart on their sleeve and sing in front of hundreds of people and get that experience.
Or just dozens.
And that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I'm fortunate that I've got time under my belt. So Like you come to hear me play a performance, like you're gonna get a performance. You know what I mean? Like I've opened for people, and I'm not gonna say any names, but I've opened for people that's went viral on TikTok, like that was headlining a show or something, and I went and opened for them, done like an hour, went up there, done my part, killed it. The guy up there, and they went up there and they forgot words to songs or all kinds of stuff, and it just wasn't real professional. It's because they haven't been on stage before. It's easy to get behind get in front of a camera. If you mess up, delete.
Yeah.
You mess up on live, you got to be able to overcome that and make it seem like you meant to do that and keep the show going.
Hey, that's why I'm so goddamn nervous about this fucking live performance show.
No,
can you play Freebird? No, I'm kidding.
Y'all know this song?
I feel like I do, Brian.
You listen to that singing? Well, there's a little girl in my neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson, and she's really looking good. I had to go and see her, so I called her on the phone. Walked over to her house, yeah, and this was going on. Her brother was on the sofa, eating chocolate pie. Mama was in the kitchen, putting chicken up to fry. Her daddy was in the backyard, rolling up the garden hose. I was on the porch with Charlotte, feeling love down to my toes. Just a swinging, just a swinging, swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sing. I can't believe I'm out here on this front porch in this swing, just a swinging, swinging.
Dude, we nailed that.
Hell, we did.
Dude, if that ain't...
I knew you knew it. I knew you knew it. I don't know if that audio's gonna be good. If not, we'll make it.
Microphone location should be pretty
Dude, that's a short that could be put on the TikTok.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a pretty good. That was we.
I knew you know that.
We vibed so hard.
I figured you'd pick it up when I went.
Dude, something about my brain is very mathematical. Like when it comes to like beats and stuff, it's all a math. It's a tempo and shit. But when it comes to pretty much any other part of it, I don't know a goddamn thing.
But look, people don't realize how hard it is to like to play a guitar and sing at the same time. Like a lot of people can only do either or. But like with this, like it's become muscle memory because I've been playing for so long. But like, you know, it's just like it's super hard. Like I don't have to think about playing the guitar anymore. More so, I just got to think about the words. That's just because I'm so used to doing it. My muscle memory kicks in. It's like little.
Like riding a bike. Like riding a fat girl, Bubby.
I don't even have to look, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's just like muscle memory. You kind of know what your next step's gonna be, and you just feel it. And you feel it by these frets. So I know, like, I can feel that fret. I know where. Okay, I'm on second. My first finger's on second, and then you can just kind of feel. But you know.
I also want to have Luke Bryan on the podcast and just roast him all to goddamn pieces. Just for an hour with Luke Bryan until he cries and goes and fucking cries in the bus. You know?
Up under false pretenses.
No, Luke Bryan, I'm such a big fan. No, the guy can sing. Like, for him, I know it's a Chris Stapleton song, right? But I think Luke Bryan killed it on Drink a Beer. I think Drink a Beer is a fine song.
Yeah, I like that song.
Chris Stapleton wrote it, didn't
My favorite one, and I think my favorite one that he does is...
like he felt it. I don't know. He might have felt it.
I guess my favorite one is the...
Fuck you,
that's because I grew up listening to it, was the Country Girl Shake It For Me.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's some years where I want to kick him in the head for it. Rain is a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, depending on how much rain we've got lately, You know, I'm either like, fuck yeah, Luke Bryan, or I'd pay $1 million to kick Luke Bryan in the goddamn nuts. Just then I'd probably drink a beer with him. But that boy sure does know how to pander. He sure does know how to pander. Man, and when he's on them hunting shows, this is my impression of Luke Bryan on a goddamn hunting show.
Is it down? Is it down? Is it down?
Smoked him. Is he down? Everybody knows what I'm.
You know what the funny thing is? We talk shit about Eric Church. We talk shit about fucking Luke Bryan.
Jason Aldean's an ugly man.
There might be a day where I have to work with these motherfuckers.
Tell them all I said that. Jason Aldean is a prime example of, like, women will like you more after a level of success, you know, because if you saw that dude clippy-clopping down the hallway with his cowboy boots and his cowboy hat on in high school, he'd make girls about driving a goddamn popcorn fart. You know what I mean? They'd be driving so hair down.
He's marketable. At that time, he had the look. He had the look everybody wanted. Cut off in a cowboy hat.
That's the thing.
Forward.
If he was walking down the hallway at your local high school, you'd be like, that boy kills people. You know? Clippy-clopping with the goddamn boots and shit, you know? It'd be a little creepy, but you put him on stage and girls are like, oh my God, I'm so damp. My cooter cat's so damp. Look at his face, bro.
Yeah.
He's ugly. What about this beef between Tom Segura and what's his name, Garth Brooks?
I ain't heard of it. What's going on there?
Apparently Garth Brooks there's a potential that he is responsible for a serial killer.
Because people go missing at his shows. I've seen that shit, but I didn't know.
They correlated a bunch of people with events like the night of his shows all over the country, and I get links to. It's like convenient.
Garth Brooks,
in town with
serial killer by day.
But I mean, would anybody ever run a cadaver dog over his property anyhow? No. Nobody gonna fuck with Garth Brooks.
See, then the rest of Segura's following with it and made it worse.
Let's just know where the bodies are.
And then Garth was like, "What body?"
If I were Garth Brooks and I was trying to convince people that I was not a serial killer,
imagine if it was real though. It actually was, and Tom put him on point, and that'd be wild, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. If I was Garth Brooks, I would start by agreeing to let a cadaver dog go over my property. You know what I mean? Let's see.
Invite one. Come on down.
Yeah, would he be comfortable with a cadaver dog running his property, or is it going to go the fuck off?
The problem is the thing is if it don't matter if he's comfortable, because when you become
there's a bunch of bodies.
Well, when you get to a certain point of being famous, there's no privacy.
There's gonna be bodies.
Like so like. They're gonna go over and they're gonna find Indian burial ground.
Like, oh my God, he killed this whole tribe.
We're like, this dude is indigenous motherfucker.
You're supposed to bury a body vertically, and then you're supposed to put like an animal above it. So when the cadaver dog triggers on it, they dig down and they find those animal bones.
I heard
it's narrow because it's in a vertical burial.
I heard putting a bunch of lime on top of it'll, just cover that bitch in lime, the body. Not a literal bitch. Not it's gonna be a female. Just that fucking that dead motherfucker. Cover him in lime. Real good. Man, another good useful tidbit of information to have is like, what do you have to do to avoid metal detectors in this day and age? If a man were to want to bury some things to save for later, that they were, and some of them might be made of metals of some kinds. Sure. How do you get? What do you do? How can you do that to make it not metal detectable? What would be the process for that? Or do you just fucking? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start running over goddamn aluminum cans in my yard with a lawnmower bunch, just so that the whole yard's just. And then
aluminum probably wouldn't.
Well, they come up with different signals.
Yeah, it wouldn't ding as the way they would see it as something.
Yeah.
Trained people would be like.
Well, there are people that bury certain things, like they go, like you go into go Tractor Supply and get those big water crates, like the ones with screw tops that you can use, like tanks, like the plastic tanks. They'll get them, and like a lot of survivalists will, they'll go get them, and they'll dig it a hole, and they'll fill it full of like food and stuff like that, and then they'll dig it to where it's 2 foot there, and then put a flag on it. That way they know it's there, and then they'll go. If something happens or whatever, they can go.
How do you keep anybody else from finding it?
It's on your property. They ain't gonna find it. Or there's
Oh,
actually
dude, it
people
gets
that
bad enough. People can go wherever they want.
well, there's people that do like there's people that like I was diving into this shit where people was like getting these shelters built, like these new shelters built and all this stuff, and they was going across the country from the west coast to east coast and going on government land like forestry things and digging these fucking holes and putting like these things in them and putting like guns and all kinds of stuff in there in case they ever needed it. And they was like going across, like they had to go across the
I'm
country.
more worried about the government coming through with a metal detector is what I'm really getting at.
Nah, I don't.
Well, I like.
Probably not on your property.
It depends on how bad they want to find shit. They got a pretty big budget. But and I'm gonna be a motherfucking problem. I'm gonna tell you that
They're not gonna try to find nothing unless you make it.
I'm not.
The problem,
if this shit, I'm scared to death. This election coming up. Scared to death of it because there's only so many ways it's gonna go, and somebody's gonna be real pissed off.
Well, people are gonna be mad either way it goes. It's just a matter of how it goes. Because if it's a repeat of 2020, there's gonna be a serious problem.
Because so obviously, would it have been fraudulent?
If it's a repeat of 2020, then on the other, like if it's not a repeat of 2020, then the other side that lost is gonna be very.
Which is the government.
Yeah, and the
people
protesting the colleges right now.
See what I'm getting at? Like, there's a potential for it to really be a problem. There's a.
Can't we all just get along and play music and enjoy?
The problem is,
all right. My thing is, where the fuck it? If they tell me I need a federal government so bad, where are they right now? Where I ain't seen that motherfucker in a while. I'm kind of just out here doing my thing. What the fuck am I paying them for?
I know.
What do they do?
When I lived in Texas and I lived in Houston down there, we got hit by Hurricane Harvey, and I was down there for all that, and I ended up losing my job. Me and my ex-wife both lost our jobs. We worked for the same company. We worked with construction homes and stuff. Well, when Hurricane Harvey comes through there, it just
fucked all
everything up. So they ended up going bankrupt, and they ended up firing all their higher ups, which was me and my ex-wife. Ended up firing us, and so me and her was both, we had like $7,000 a month coming out in bills because we had both really great jobs, making a lot of money, and we ended up getting fired, and through all that, they ended up, they let us go, and I'm so high, I forgot my train of thought, what I was going to say.
I like trains.
Hurricane Harvey.
And you lost your jobs.
And lost the jobs.
That was bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I applied.
Money.
Yeah, I applied for food stamps and stuff because just to try to hold us over a little bit.
That's what it's for.
Yeah. You know what they told me?
What? You're too goddamn well then.
Yeah, you know what they said? They said, they said I apply, we got accepted. And I was like, okay, yeah, awesome. And then I was like, I asked her how much it is a month. $18.
Hell yeah. That won't make a turd.
That's one meal, not even.
Yeah.
And I was just
nowadays, that's one meal.
And I told that woman, I got on the phone, and I said, listen here, I said, I have worked my ass off since the day I was 14-year-old. I've contributed to this country, and I said, there's people here that ain't ever worked a damn job in their life, and they're getting $1,000 a month in food stamps. And I said, if somebody that's put their life and worked for this country to give to this country, and when we're in need, you can't even get it back. I said, so you keep you fucking $18. I don't want you damn $18. And I said, oh yeah, tell the government, I said, to go fuck themselves. And I hung the phone.
Which politicians
would
look out for minors? First rounds. Oh. I went and saw him in concert the other day.
I'm not a big fan of him, to be honest.
I'm not either. I liked the song when it came out, but I don't really like.
There's an aspect of it that's almost too perfect.
I don't like. Well, he was planted. I mean, that's a big thing. Like everything nowadays, like.
It's too good. It's too perfect.
It's too perfect. He got planted. Right. And the way he got planted was there was a politician.
North of Richmond.
No, there's a politician that planted his ass, and see, I recorded with Radio West Virginia, the one that he recorded with, that he blew up on. I was with them. I was with the owner of them. It's called Appalachian Untold. You can go on there and find me on there singing a song I wrote called That Night, and It's Appalachian Untold, and that dude that owns Appalachian Untold used to own Radio West Virginia. And then, well, he was partners with the guy, and then he split from that guy and made Appalachian Untold. And then I was on Appalachian Untold. So, and from what I've been told, the dude with Radio West Virginia is a shady motherfucker anyway, so.
Shady people.
Dude, I called that on a TikTok like a few days after Richmond, north of Richmond. I made TikToks.
Well, I've been following Oliver. Like it wasn't like he was not already had blown up. He had already blown up previous to that. Oliver already had 100,000, 150,000. Like he had followers. Like it wasn't like he just had no followers and all of a sudden, boom, million followers. He had followers already on social media and stuff. Like he'd been putting music out and stuff, and he had good music. And when I first heard him, I was like, man, I really like this dude. Like I'm not big on that Appalachian sound. I know I come from Kentucky, but like I'm not big on like the Tyler Childers sound and stuff like that. And the only reason I'm not is I'm really about original shit, and everybody has made Tyler Childers so much non-original because everybody tries to be him or Zach Bryan, and that's why I just don't like their music because I've heard people just fucking cover it to a. It's like kicking a dead horse. They just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, and I'm just so tired of hearing it now. So I just don't cover it. And but yeah, that's kind of Oliver Anthony. He'd already had followers. I'd been following him on TikTok and stuff for months before he ever blew up like that. But you got to have somebody backing you to go that big.
That fast.
You don't get that big. You don't get that big. Okay, and then like this shit like this, like how does fucking like these big record executive labels get a hold of this motherfucker 2 days after he blows up? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well, he had like 3 million followers within a couple of days.
Right. It's like I've seen some actors that made it to Hollywood, started like having roles, and then these producers found him and was like, we got to introduce you as like this nobody from Podunk, Kansas or whatever. And he played his southern accent up more or whatever, and he was like they found him. Like they're like, yeah, we discovered this guy in the thick of it. He's a real hometown guy, but he was already in Hollywood. You know what I mean? So
the fact that record labels walk into a bar now, granted, record label that I work with. That's exactly how that happened. Now, but the chances of that happen anymore, because it don't because they don't have to work like they used to.
The internet brings it to them.
The internet brings it to them. They can sit behind a desk and scout talent. They can say, oh, this guy's got 1.2 million followers. Let's listen to his stuff. Oh yeah, we like that. Okay, we think he'd be marketable. Let's see if he signed. Let's see if he signed to anybody, and then they'll start digging it up. And then most of the time they already know what artist is signed to who and what, because they all work together. It's a networking thing. People think that all the big five, as I call them, which is the biggest record label, Sony, Atlantic, Capitol, all those guys. Everybody thinks that they fucking are against each other and they're in competition. No, motherfuckers, they all work together.
They all get
they all work together and keep building, and that's how they get the biggest five is because they'll say Sony will come to Capitol and be like, "Hey, I just signed this new artist. He's got 1 million followers. We want to put him on tour with one of your big artists." Let's say Sony has Jelly Roll signed, and then Capitol Record has like Zach Top. You know who Zach Top is? You're gonna find out today. Zach Top is bringing old country back. Let's just put it that way, and I'll let you hear him. But he's getting big. He's getting following, but he's still smaller. He's not no Jelly Roll, and so and Capitol will look at Sony and be like, "Hey, we want to put Zach Top on tour with Jelly Roll," and they'll be like, "Okay, that's fine, but we want to put our small artists on tour with your big artists. Let's say they got Beyonce signed, but we have a pop artist we want to put on tour with Beyonce, or whatever, all that shit, like." All that works together, and that's how they work together. Is you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and in return, they build followings for the smaller guy, and then their smaller guys move up, become bigger guys, and then they, in turn, sign more smaller guys. It's just like this. It just keeps doing this. It's like water, but in reverse. Yeah. Oosfaba, just kind of just like
Oosfaba.
Just yeah, and that's how they do it, and that's how it all works, but they don't want you knowing that. They want you to think that they hate each other. they don't want you to know
there's actual
that
competition going on.
Yeah, and that's what the government wants you to do too. They they want you to think that they all hate each other when really they don't. They're working together to fuck us all.
I was hoping old Mark Wayne would beat that one boy's ass. Did you see that? That one senator or fucking congressman or whatever.
Dude, if you get on my TikTok and my social media, it's all music. Like that's all I indulge with. I'm not big in politics. But even though I did write,
I think there should be more fist fights in politics. Politics needs more. Are you going to stand up and whip his ass? I'm serious.
It pushed some old ass motherfuckers out there because they wouldn't want to get no fights.
Yeah. I'm saying, there's got to be a fist fight now. Like, are they willing to fucking fist fight over it right now? If they're not, then
you ain't getting it in your budget if you ain't willing to fight for it.
Fucking yeah.
Donald Trump, I feel like would want to fight everybody.
Yep, Donald Trump.
He come out there with a fucking riot, but
by knockout.
Go get my fucking golf clubs. Come out there and start beating the fuck out.
Dude,
Joe Biden.
Oh my God, dude. That's a WWE sort of. We need to get these fucking masks.
Joe Biden versus
we need
Donald
a Trump mask and
match.
like a Biden mask. You know,
Donald Trump versus Joe Biden boxing match. How much money that would bring?
Oh God. if they would actually do it.
They won't, but you know, that'd be billions.
Jake Paul versus Joe Biden. I would actually root for Jake Paul against Joe Biden.
Well, we already know who's going to win. That Joe Biden's not going to.
You kidding me?
All of a sudden,
Mike Tyson versus Joe Biden.
Hey, what happens? What happens if Jake Paul punches Joe Biden and he starts actually being able to talk?
Him again.
And then he becomes a good president.
Dude, I mean, whatever gets my taxes down, and whatever makes life more affordable right now. I don't even think that's Joe Biden no more. I think they were able to convince people that on Jackass, they put old man masks on dudes and were able to convince people that they were real old men with ball sacks down to their knees. You can't tell me they can't just body double Joe Biden with plastic and rubber and shit.
Oh, they could.
And he always looks like he's shitting his pants.
Clinton, they both look so much alike now.
Biden
and Bill, they all look alike.
Like Obama's comment where he said he wanted a third.
I just get pretty much just a placeholder.
He'd do a third term.
He was saying he would entertain like doing a third term if he didn't have to be like the front runner guy, like basically like being a puppeteer where he's basically like Joe Biden, if he's controlling Joe Biden from behind the scenes.
Because that's what he's doing now.
If that's what Obama's doing, he already said it in the interview where he's like, well,
I would definitely do that,
I
but
would do it in a third, I'm like,
I'm already doing that.
I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but if I were going to do it,
this is my third term, actually, so.
Absolutely. I like the Trump hat that showed 45-47. Not 45 and 47, because if he does win, he'll be the 45th and the 47th. But the way the dash is, that's continual. So it's 45, 46, 47. So like the way his hat's showing, it's like, fuck you, Biden, you're not president. I'm still in this shit.
I actually did write a political song. I'll say it's political. It is kind of political.
Fuck Joe Biden.
No, it ain't that mainstream. But it's seriously, it's a serious tune that I wrote. It touches on kind of the shit that we kind of go through, and I don't watch a lot of politics. I'm big in politics, but my grandmother is, and that's why I don't go to her house much.
Just watch Fox News.
Oh, fuck it. All kinds of stupid shit. I don't know what she watches, but I remember walking in there one day. I was going in there to talk to her about something, and I seen it on the television. I just stood there and watched it for about 30 seconds. But what I seen in that 30 seconds was enough to tell me, it just made me madder than hell. And I was just like, man, I was like, what in the hell? I said, I'm just going to go on back home. I'll just text you. So that's what I did. I went home and texted her. And I got there and said, what I heard on that 30 seconds just, I guess.
Negative vibes, bro.
Triggered me.
So negative.
Triggered me. And I went home and I wrote a song. And it's called World Gone Crazy. And that's what, and like one of the lines is I've heard politicians lie to you and me, but they say it's okay because it's for liberty.
And your dollar ain't shit, brother.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what exactly what they do, man. lie to us, but they say it's okay because it's for liberty, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Man.
And I'm proud to be an American where at least I think I'm free.
Who
you know.
That sings that? It's fucking Greenwood, something. What is that dude's name?
Can you play "Come and Get Your Love" by Redbone? Bow, 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 bow. Can you play "Simple Man"? Can you yell "Simple Man," or is that different?
Can I what?
"Simple Man."
I think every cover band does "Simple Man," but I think "Simple Man's." So high, can you fucking pick it?
Can you do Stranglehold?
I wish. You'd have died if I just started popping. You'd have fucking died with me.
Oh, fuck yeah. You got anything you can plug this in with? One more clip. We're just gonna get this box a little hot. Puppy dog bouncing in the box like this.
Something about sitting back in a band joint just playing.
And Mama told me when I was young to sit beside me, my only song, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this for me some sunny day, alright.
It's tripping me out right now, man.
You know the next verse?
I gotta text my mom and tell her I love her. I'm fucked up right now. I'm doing that. Hold on. You can keep going, I mean.
And take your time. Don't live too fast. Trouble will come, and they will pass. You'll find a woman, baby, and you'll find love. Just remember, son, there's someone up above.
There are gonna be so many people wishing they were in this band right now. Like this is good. This is cream of the crop. The cream always rises to the top, brother. The cream always rises to the top.
I didn't want to do the chorus. I don't want to blow my lungs out trying to do
That
it.
was so beautiful.
Chorus is very hard to sing, by the way, in that song. But every musician, any cover band does it. I mean, we all do it different, though. You got to, because it gets tired. You get fucking playing the same shit every fucking 3 days, you know?
Yeah.
Over and over again. Which I don't play Simple Man a lot. Mainly just because it's a song that everybody else does. And I sing a lot of songs that nobody else does. When's the last time you went into a freaking bar and heard a band play and they sang Just a Swingin'?
Not often.
Exactly. Talking about drinking, we'll play a drinking song. It's one I wrote. It's called Whiskey Bottle Take My Mind. Whiskey bottle take my mind. Give me rhythm, Lord, give me rhyme. Living free, Lord, moving fast. We'll see how long this old boy can last. You take me drinking, take me home. You take me anywhere you wanna go. With you, girl, I'll go anywhere. Just as long as you were there. Whiskey bottle, take my mind. You give me rhythm, Lord, give me rhyme. Living free, Lord, moving fast. We'll see how long this old boy can last. Living life on this high. You're doing my best to get by. Sometimes I feel a little low down, but I get up and I get around. Whiskey bottle, take my mind. Give me rhythm, Lord, give me rhyme. Living free, Lord, moving fast. We'll see how long this old boy can last.
Oh yeah.
That old drinking song I wrote.
That's a good one. I like that one. I think you played that at the train station last time.
Did I?
Yeah.
We need to get Rolexes when we get rich. Rolexes.
You gotta get me one too.
Well, we all gotta get rich. Then we'll get Rolexes.
What's some old country music that you like? Because I feel like every song you...
Cinnamon Wind.
Oh, fuck that. I ain't singing that. I heard that.
Blow, blow, cinnamon wind.
I'll play it. You sing it.
Blow like a load blowed on your chin.
See some potential songs there.
Oh, yeah.
You can play that old Holler Boys by that Ride Up Church Boy. Whoa!
I figured you know what kind of genre I play here, bud.
Yeah, okay. No. So you're talking...
Pop country?
You know any Alan Jackson? Any Alan Jackson? You got any Alan Jackson in there?
Let's see what I got. What do I got Alan Jackson was?
Red Dirt Road. What about that? That's not Alan Jackson, I don't believe, but that's a good song.
No, it's fucking Brooks and Dunn, ain't it?
Ma Maria. Can you play Ma Maria? God dang!
Dude. Fucking...
What about Mama Tried?
Super hard to play. I mean, I can play it, but...
I'm trying so hard here.
Here, I'll do a Merle Haggard tune.
You got Poncho and Lefty? We gotta smoke weed. We gotta get high with Willie Nelson before he dies.
I don't know if we're gonna be famous by then.
We have to try.
We have to.
We have to try.
We're gonna try.
Man, I feel like I might be, like, kind of reasonably close enough to that. Like, if I keep on this trajectory, it ain't gonna be no time at all until, like, I can get somebody to fucking tag Willie Nelson enough to get him to at least see it. Let's do. Well, I'm gonna start pushing that on TikTok. I want to get toward it with Willie Nelson. It's just a thing. I have to do this.
Good content out of it.
Oh yeah.
You say I got Sammy Kershaw over 10,000 followers. Just me tagging him on TikTok. Got him over 10,000 followers within like 2 days.
I hope you can tag me and get me over 10,000.
Dude, have you seen Cole Goodwin's been hitting a lick?
Yeah.
Who?
Did you see Will Mosley got that golden ticket, bro?
Yeah, that's cool.
Riley's doing well. It's so neat to see these boys. Like, I'm so proud that I was able to kind of give them a little bit of a boost with that post.
I think it was cool as hell.
Yeah.
It's a big deal for them.
I was so proud of myself, dude. That's one thing I always want to fuck around and do with this platform, dude. Like, as I'm coming up, I want to be like, that dude's good. You know, that dude's good. That dude's good. Dude, Cole
I don't want to.
Will are fucking killing it right now.
I don't think I'd ever want to go on American Idol. Like, I mean, it would be like a good jump start in your career, but like.
He got a golden ticket, bro.
I know. I mean, it'd be cool. I know a buddy in Somerset's got a golden ticket. He didn't get past the Hollywood, but Will Mosley is.
So you know who Will Mosley is?
Yeah, he's from Georgia, ain't he? American Idol. He's top 3 right now.
Will and Cole didn't have near the momentum until we successfully posted that. Like, you captured the video and I posted it up. But I talked to Will the next day. He said, dude, because he like went to bed and he was hitting a lick or whatever. He said he was excited to wake up to 99 plus.
The music that I would play on American Idol.
Yeah, boys, get it. And then Cole ran with, this was cool. I told Cole, while it's got that momentum, be answering like, make this your life for the next couple of days, you know, like answering all the shit, ride that momentum as far as it'll go. And he did, and he is good with the public relations and shit. So, man, I was so fucking proud to see them take off with that shit. And they're good. I'm not trying to, look, I ain't trying to shit on you, fella. You're a very talented musician. We just ain't got you famous yet.
No. Well, the thing is, man, talent ain't got nothing to do with being famous, bro.
Well, look, Biden's famous. Look at him. Joe Biden's famous.
Yeah, that dude ain't talented at all.
Famous. I would just say he's.
People know who he is.
He's well known.
Who, Joe Biden?
Yeah, he's well known. I wouldn't say.
People know who he is. His son smokes that on goddamn crack, from what I hear. His son be smoking crack and meth.
Probably.
But I have to, you know, I've smoked a little bit of that old meth. I didn't like smoking it near as much as I like tooting it. We're signing out of the podcast. You know what to do.
Kevin Thomas.
Kevin Thomas. Drop your links and shit.
Kevin Thomas official on everything. You can check out my debut album, Missing Michigan, and my debut single, Missing Michigan, and my single I just dropped a couple weeks ago, Wither Away, saddest song in the world. If you like old country music and it's sad shit, listen to that. I guarantee you'll cry.
Okay, we'll add links and shit. Do we have permission to perhaps like add your music into it, snippets of the music, because this might be a good. Do we have all the legal permissions on the shit? Okay, hell yeah.